Hey, what's up? Comic Crack. Some quick kind of shots at some of the books I've been reading. I haven't quite finished last week's books, there's a few there left. I just finished reading this one, and it was exactly as entertaining as I was hoping it would be. The art is fantastic, but the coloring is really amazing. The palette that's being used, the color palette that's being used, it almost has kind of like a spray painted kind of feel to it at parts. Really, really great. Mumra defeated by Lionel once again, kind of retreats to his cave to regenerate and is talked to by the ancient ones, sort of told about a sword that can finally defeat the Thundercats, and he'd better not fail them this time, and blah blah blah. So he enters He-Man's world, and we get an introduction to He-Man in his world, and it kind of takes off from there. I think it's going to be a really fun book. Like I said before, one of the things that drew me to Transformers versus G.I. Joe was this kind of crazy art style from someone who seemed to really be a fan and really just desperately wanted to make a comic book of G.I. Joe versus Transformers and just poured everything into it. This has a similar kind of feel. Somebody who, a group that really liked both of these shows or both of these kind of groups of characters and wanted to just have a lot of fun with it. I've high hopes for that one. It was a fun read. Was it? Yeah, it was just a hell of a lot of fun. Really, really good. I'm not sure how this book keeps doing it, but I somehow missed it when it originally came out a week ago or 2 weeks ago or whatever it is now. Every single issue is completely mind-blowing. This one was so good. It really, I just really want to see it wrap up nicely with the next issue, which is the final one. Such a great book. I was saying it to a couple people the other day that it's easily right up there with House of Penance as my favorite comic series or maxi series or whatever. One of my favorites of the year for sure. This is right up there on that list. If you don't know it, yeah, I mean, either wait for number 12 to come out so you can get both collected editions or hunt down the single issues. An amazing, amazing book. Really, really good. Doom Patrol number 2. Enjoyed it quite a bit more than I did the first one. Pieces are starting to fall into place as far as there's now a bit more cohesion. Again, I think I was maybe a little too overly critical with the first one. I didn't just kind of let it be. I like this issue quite a bit. Yeah, we're just getting pieces of more information, and there's things that are starting to kind of gel with a few of our main characters. We're introduced to Flex Mentallo, and then that kind of takes it into another twist of what the hell is this piece? How is this going to incorporate in with this world that we have already? Yeah, enjoyable. I'm looking forward to all of the Young Animal stuff, but that one is a fun one. Not much to say about these since I read them already and kind of talked about it already. If you don't have Shade the Changing Girl number 1, highly, highly recommended. This one didn't do really anything for me. The cover was really eye-catching, and the art inside is pretty good. But the story itself, I don't know, I just didn't really get anything out of it. I didn't think it was anything that special. This tourist group is being told to keep their eyes open and look around them, and as they're in this art gallery and they're about to see a painting, and put your cameras away and open your eyes. Here it is, the Mona Lisa. Everybody starts gasping. The Mona Lisa is winking. One of her eyes are shut. Cut to this kind of cop who's in charge of this kind of art crimes sort of unit, meeting with a character named Art Brute, who's in a crazy, is an insane asylum type of place, painting and talking to himself. And he's the guy who's going to help her investigate what are now becoming a string of art-related crimes. He can enter paintings and stuff like that. He seems to have had a history. They do make references to a couple of specific incidences, so I'm wondering if this is something that has been out before. I don't think so, but honestly, I thought it was a little dull. There wasn't a lot to grab onto, and it didn't really do anything for me what was there. It was kind of a half-assed story, to be honest. I mean, it moved along really quickly, but I don't feel like I really found anything out, or there was anything that honestly made me want to just come back for a second issue. So I don't think this might be one that is just going to get cut off at the first issue. I don't think I'm going to give it another chance. I'll wait and see what people say about it, and if it turns into something, I'll hunt more down, but I don't really, didn't do much for me. This one, however, I really enjoyed. The front cover art is incredible, and I wish the front cover art was translated to the interiors of the books, because unfortunately it's not. The interior art isn't that great. It's just not my taste. Maybe I shouldn't say that. The interior art isn't my particular taste. It doesn't really do anything for me. I don't hate it. I don't think it's horrible, but I'm not crazy about it. In this case, though, it doesn't fucking matter, because the story has enough there for me to sink my teeth into. It's kind of a Times Square type of world, filled with pornography and punks and some violence and some kind of characters and some dialogue. Very kind of an era of New York City, so to speak. I think this said it takes place in 1986. And there's a guy who goes around and videotapes basically porn to some degree, like tries to get women on the street to participate in sexual activities and strip for the camera and stuff. And he's kind of ask every single woman and there's going to be one that bites, so he's not exactly a savory character, and I'm assuming he has some sort of videotape series or some sort of cable access show. He's being chased, and he hides a videotape in one of the peep show booths by our main character here, and things just kind of unfold from there. There's some really good shit in here. This is going to be a real fun one. Another hit, I think, from this hard case crime, and quite a bit different from the other hard case crime that's going on right now. This one was a lot of fun. I really liked this one quite a bit. And by the end, the art grew on me a little bit more, even though, again, it's just not really my style. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to both, but this is going to be a real fun one in a different way. It's a little lighter. It's not so kind of noirish. It's just going to be a fun, raunchy, perverted, swear-filled, fun ride, I think. So if you're curious, this is a good one to pick up for sure. So that's that. There's still a few books that I haven't gotten into yet. Britannia, the Batman one, and then Black Monday Murders. I haven't sat down and read that one yet. That one's going to be read tomorrow, because that's going to take a lot more concentration that I have at 1 o'clock in the morning here. Yeah, that's it. Thanks very much, everybody, and we'll talk to you.